Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Vivian Light Codes. My name is Vivian, and today I am super excited to bring you a video about spirit communication. More than ever, I see that spirit is coming through to communicate with us. Now, it doesn't have to be that you're communicating with your spirit guides and dialoguing with them. Maybe you're just starting to learn how to communicate with your spirit guides. Maybe you are having full-on conversations with your spirit guides. Or maybe you're just receiving physical signs from your physical reality that you are being guided. The veil of separation is thinning. Our consciousness is expanding at a rapid rate. And even in this year alone, I've seen such acceleration in psychic abilities and feeling more grounded in my physicality and tapping into my inner wisdom, my inner power, my true self-expression is coming through more than ever before. But the point is, now more than ever, your guides, your higher self, your team of light is coming through to assist you. And this could be through your clairsenses, which could be your clairvoyance, clairaudience, your other psychic perceptors. Or it could even just be signs and synchronicities in your daily reality. You are being presented with opportunities and awareness, and it will only increase as we move forward to recognize the communication between us, the inner guidance. And even though the guidance can be seen physically, whether on a clock 11:11 or on a fortune cookie, there are signs, there are synchronicities that are guiding us on our journey and on our path. But as I'm saying, even though you see them physically, these are still inner guidance. They're coming from your higher self or your team, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. There is awareness in our communion, our connection, expansion in our awareness that there is more. And whether you are fully communing with your guides right now or not, it doesn't matter because you are always supported. And our journey on earth is of expanding our awareness, of reclaiming our powers and abilities, of coming back to unity consciousness, that we are one. And through all the experiences that you have in life, it brings you back home, which means it brings you back to who you are. So obstacles and challenges, they are gifts of consciousness. They are lessons that we're supposed to learn to overcome or transcend and integrate. Through experiencing obstacles and challenges, facing them, learning how to work with them, how to transcend them, we begin to integrate the lessons, the teaching from these problems or obstacles. That's how we gain wisdom. That's how we become warriors. That is how we learn. Warriors are made when we experience that which brings up resistance. It's not always easy, and that's why it makes us stronger, more resilient, more powerful, more wise, more sovereign. It expands our compassion, our understanding, and that helps us to let go of judgment of others, of ourselves, because we understand more. We are here to learn about energy and how we hold the power to create. And on the way, we are guided. We are supported. We have signs and synchronicities if we don't fully have the awareness of our guides right now. When we lean into these synchronicities, these guidance, we expand our awareness and we give permission. We allow, we accept, we understand that we are being guided. And that opens up the door, our team of guidance, to come through even more. And it will become more clear for you over the coming weeks and months and years. Now we are really being asked to be aware, to recognize the signs, to recognize the communication. And the signs and synchronicities are to help align us in our highest path, help us to align into the highest version of ourselves. And that's why it's important to recognize of the guidance that's coming through. I'll give you an example that happened to me this week. And even though I do light language, I am still a human. Just because I do light language, it doesn't mean that I am more knowledgeable than anybody else. It means I'm clearing my channel so that higher frequencies can come through and I can begin to receive the guidance. I can begin to understand more. Light language is a way to communicate with your guides and your team and higher realms. But at the same time, we are still, and I am still, going on my human journey. And so sometimes I will recognize the signs, and sometimes the less aware version of myself will not recognize it. But I am so glad for this time period because it's almost like we can no longer ignore the signs. We can no longer ignore the guidance. Rather, we are asked to recognize it. The example that came up for me this week was so powerful, so clear, that I cannot find an excuse that it wasn't guidance from my team, my higher self, God, the universe, God, source, creator. I was working with a healer and she really suggested that I physically cleanse my space with smudge, smoke, incense. And I thought it was interesting because I never really was into that. And I always did my work more energetically. But I thought it made sense anyways because since we are in a physical material world. So I went to a crystal shop and I was looking through their different incense and smokes and smudges, and my body was rejecting the smell. I did not like it. I just thought it just smelled so bad to me. And I tried to go through all the different ones that they have and none of them spoke to me. I kept trying to figure out what to buy because my healer told me that I should. And so I decided to just pick a lavender sage and I brought that home and I opened it and I still didn't feel like something felt off. But I was like, well, she said that I should smudge. And so I opened it. So the first sign, right, was that my body was rejecting it. My senses were not appealed to the smoke and smudge. That was the first sign. The second was that after I opened it, I was handing it to my boyfriend because he was trying to light it. And somehow, for some reason, it fell out of his hands and fell into my doggy water bowl. So the top of the incense stick was wet. That was the second sign. The third sign, we picked it up and we were trying to dry it off so that we could light it again. And as soon as we were trying to light it and dry it off, I had a sharp pain on the left side of my head and it was pretty painful. It was very obvious that I was in pain. And then I quickly realized that I was not listening to the signs. I was not listening to my body. I was not listening to the guidance. And after that, I quickly put it away. So let me just say that you may not resonate with a different cleansing or protection method that other people use, even if they are, identified as a healer or a mentor or teacher or guru. It doesn't matter because where you are on your journey is different to where they are on their journey. What you need is different from what they need. You are on unique individual journeys, but it does not mean that everything they say is for your highest good, even though they may have the best intention, but still it may not resonate with you. I learned that what I need and want is more important than what somebody else thinks that I need or want. And because I didn't listen, the guidance got louder and clearer until I picked it up. And during this time, I feel like that will happen for many of us. I am just one person. However, this is also a sign for me that this is what the collective is moving through, and it may come in waves. Not everyone may recognize the signs now. Some people may have already recognized signs way before, and others will recognize it later as they continue to expand their consciousness, as they begin to become aware. We are learning how to trust again in ourselves, in our inner guidance. We are beginning to reclaim our power instead of giving it to somebody else who may not know what is best for us, even though, like I said before, that they do have, really good intentions. And if you are looking for more guidance because you are feeling that you're not receiving enough or you're not aware of what's around you right now, there's something that I always say every single day, and this is a prayer that you can use as well. And really devote your heart, mean it with every fiber of your body, of your being. Put your heart and soul into it. I think I got this prayer from a book, but I don't know which book it's from. I also have my own prayer, which I combine with this. And what I say is, Spirit, I wish to be employed by you. Give me the opportunity to live my light and speak my truth and do this around the globe. Help me and support me and assist me in a greater capacity. Help me to remember who I truly am. Help me to remember my connection to all that is. Help me to remember all of my gifts and abilities, my powers, my talents, my skills, so that I can be effective in this life. Help me to remember my communion with all beings of the light. Help me to hear, feel, see, know, understand my guides, my team, and all beings that I share this earth with, as if we are one. I am ready to step into the next version of myself. I give permission for my team to come through clearer every single day and every moment. I give permission. And all of this to be done in the benevolent best way with maximum speed and zero harm. And I give thanks knowing it will be done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when you say this out loud, it opens up the door in the physical world even wider for your team to come through, and it makes it feel more real. It anchors in this energy. That is how I receive guidance, and I continue to invite it in every day because it is important to me, because I prioritize it. I could have been unconscious and lit up that smudge and incense all around my space, and who knows what would have happened if the signs got more intense each and every time that I didn't listen, to the point where I was actually feeling physical discomfort, and I still refused to acknowledge it anyways. What might have happened? But the signs are here and the signs are clear. We all have the choice to listen. We all have the choice to do. This is a free will world, and we will learn the lessons if we don't listen. And the lessons that we learn when we don't listen, they're still here to help us grow and expand. But it may be easier if we listened when we have the feeling and the knowing in the first place. We don't need to wait for something big to happen, right? To listen to our guidance. And the more you listen to the guidance, your team, the universe coming through to support you, you will begin to expand your awareness and consciousness. You will continue to expand and grow and learn and integrate these different lessons and wisdoms. It is limitless. There is no destination. It is about the journey. Because even when you have a destination, when you get there, when you've achieved what you wanted, you don't want to stay in that one spot. Another thing that I want to bring up about expansion is that as you ascend or shift into higher frequencies, people and situations in your life will start to shift as well. They may begin to fall out of your life. You may begin to not resonate with it anymore, because since you have shifted internally, your external reality will also shift. So the old will fall apart and make space for the new to come in. This is called shifting timelines. This is called manifesting. And during that process, it can be very confusing and it can create a lot of uncertainty. You may feel like you want to hold on to maybe friends, family, jobs that no longer serve you, that no longer is in alignment with this new version of yourself. And it can be uncomfortable. And during this time, what is important? What is important is to surrender, detach. If you want to come into this higher version of yourself, you can't bring all these attachments from the old you or into the new you. It doesn't work that way. When you change, your external reality change. When you change, your experiences change. Maybe some of your friends will come along with you if they become in alignment with the new version of you. If they don't, it's okay. You will begin to attract and manifest your soul tribe. You will begin to attract different opportunities. These signs and synchronicities and guidance will come through. It will become more clear because you are open. There's less resistance. And these signs could come in many different ways. There's infinite possibility. But for example, let's just talk about financial abundance and money. You may have shifted into a different timeline, a new version of yourself. And suddenly you have this opportunity on social media that popped up. And maybe you've done something like this before, but in the past you lost money and you don't trust it. However, in this new version of yourself, a similar opportunity has arisen. And somehow you feel drawn to it, even though there might be some resistance, and especially because you have done it before and you didn't have much success with it. However, now that you're in a new version of yourself, you're functioning, thinking, feeling, and behaving differently. It is more in alignment with you now than before. Before, maybe it was just calibrating you. Now that it's integrated, you're ready to play the game. You're ready to manifest. You're ready to take the opportunity, even though there may be some resistance from your past experiences. But something feels different. Something has changed this time. Maybe you're reading the sales page and suddenly you look at the time and it's 11:11. Maybe you get a call and they just told you how much money they made trading. That's another sign. These small little things that happen, or big signs that you can perceive, are guidance. And it's going to be up to you to take it or not. It is always your choice. Is there a wrong choice? There's learning. If you don't take that chance and opportunity, there may be another one that comes up that's still in alignment with this new version of yourself. Because like I said, there are many different opportunities, possibilities, and timelines. The timelines we create in every moment, because every decision, every thought, every feeling shifts us somehow. And there's a timeline for each of it. You're creating your timeline right here, right now. Essentially, as you change internally, your physical reality will shift and change with you. This death and rebirth process is a normal part of life, but we've been trained to hold on to comfort, safety, security, which ultimately leads us into dissatisfaction, unfulfillment, depression, lacking purpose, and stagnant. True expansion, true growth, true fulfillment is in our ability to adapt and to change, to grow, to take calculated risks, to continue to integrate different wisdoms, lessons, experiences. We can no longer choose to be stagnant, to play it small, to play it safe, because it's all an illusion. There is no safety in playing small. There's no safety in playing by the rules of everybody else. When you grow and expand, you start playing life by your rules. Other people may have their opinions about it. You use your discernment as to whether it serves you or not. Your team of guidance is part of you. You are not separate from them. I came in contact with a guide who came through into my field, my awareness. It felt masculine and it felt like a very wise, high authority being, very high vibrational, like a master. And as we were in communion, he did not look down on me. He saw me as an equal, just as wise, just as powerful. Your guides are a reflection of who you are. They are showing you who you really are, not to create separation and division, not to create some illusion that there's something more powerful outside of you. They show you your power, your strength, your wisdom, your self-worth, who you really are. And so we get to bring these characteristics and aspects, these knowing, these wisdoms into our daily life to make choices that's in alignment with us, with who we are. So as a result, we begin to create and manifest a life that's in alignment with who we are. No one else knows what's best for you except for yourself. And most people don't even know what's best for themselves. How can they guide you? How can they tell you what's best for you? At most, they know what's best for themselves, but only you know what's best for you. You are your own inner compass, inner guidance. And it can start with physicality, feeling, sensing, knowing, having intuition, a gut feeling that something is not right for you or something is going to support you, and expand on that, giving yourself permission to trust in yourself again, trust in your power, the little nudges. And as a result, you begin to hear and commune with higher realms, receiving dialogue, conversations with your inner guidance, who is a reflection of you. There are signs everywhere. There's guidance everywhere. And I really wanted to make this video because I want you to know that you're not alone. Even in times of darkness and uncertainty, you are fully supported. And I want you to know this because times are changing. We are changing. Our reality is changing. And it's our responsibility now to take it by the rein and run with it. You have the wisdom. You have everything you need. You have the strength. And in obstacles and challenges, in the shifts, in the resistance, in the coming up of past traumas, pains, thought, beliefs, perceptions of ourselves, we get to become that warrior and integrate it to gain that wisdom and to move forward full force, to be effective in this life, to be conscious, fully living in this life. And I want to bring you a light language transmission today to help you become more aware of the signs and synchronicities and guidance that's coming through for you. So when you're ready, and of course, I only recommend doing this when you are in a place where you can relax and feel safe. So now you can just close your eyes, take in a couple of deep breaths, let it all out. Begin to feel and tune into your body. Start to observe how the air moves in and out of your lungs, of your abdomen, of your legs, arms, your neck and head. Allow the light of who you are to expand and radiate outwards. Iata yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Hiata yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Hiata yoshuku atakaya takira 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 takira. Hiata yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Iandaya shira tasi andaya atakaya takaya 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 takaya. Hiatoko ayo 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 ai. Hiataya shi andaya atokua. Hiu. Hiandaya shira tai sike atayo tokoai. Iandaya tokoa yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Iandaya shira tasi andaya a. Hiata yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Iandaya atokoa. Iandaya atokoa. Iandaya atokoa. Hiandaya a. Hiandaya a. Hiandaya a. Hiandaya a. Hiayokoa yotokoa yotokoa yotoko. Hiatai shua. Hiatai shua. Hiyatashua. And here I'm getting the message that sometimes it's hard for us to surrender because we're still in that mode of needing and feeling we need to control. We need to take the action. We are the one who has to decide and know everything. We have to know every step. But in the surrender is when we receive clarity, alignment, guidance. Hiata yotokoa, 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 yotokoa. Hiandayashira. Hiu. Hiu. Hiata yotokoa, yotokoa, yotokoa. Hiu. And I'm also getting the message now that many of us are on our phones and technology so much that we are constantly distracted. We don't have time to tune inwards, to listen to what our body needs, to what we want and what we truly need. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels. We don't give ourselves that time and space. We don't really acknowledge that which we need because we're too focused on the distractions. And if you want to recognize the signs, you must be aware of what you're feeling, hearing, sensing, seeing, and perceiving. Hiata yotokoa, 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 yotokoa. Hiandaya takaya, 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 takaya. And they're showing me that they may be right next to you, your team, your guides. And they're just waiting for you to be aware of them, waiting for you to recognize the time, waiting for you to recognize that they're here to guide you, waiting for you to give yourself the time and grace. While you're on your phone or watching TV, but they stay there with you quietly, waiting for you, waiting for your awareness because they don't have permission to run your life, to control you. This is a teaching. You are here to learn how to listen, how to transcend the distractions, how to know who you are, to stay grounded and be at peace in the midst of all distractions. Hiata yotokoa, 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 yotokoa. Hiandayu. Hiataya takaya, 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 takaya. Hiandaya shiandaya. Hiandaya shiandaya. Hiandaya shandai atakaya, atakaya, atakaya. Hu. Hiu. And the guys are just saying that they can be here as much as they want. But there's nothing that they can do if you don't give the permission, if you don't make the decision. And they want you to know that they don't lose hope. They don't lose faith in you because they see the master within. They see your true self. They see the highest version of you, a master. Huaya takaya, 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 takaya. Hianda yotokoa, 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 yotokoa. Hianda yashikia, shikia, 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 shikia. And they see the unconscious part of you waking up slowly, gradually. And it's just part of the process. Hiya tayo tukoa. And they're saying that is normal. And don't be too hard on yourself. Hiya takaya tukoa, yatakaya tukoa, yatakaya tukoa, yatakaya tukoa, yatakaya. Hiya takaya tukoa. Hiya takaya tukoa. Hiya takaya tukoa. This process and this journey is also about self-love, self-nurturing, being there for you. Hiya tayo tukoa. Hiya tayo tukoa. Hiya tayo tukoa. Honor yourself. Honor where you're at. Hiandaya tukoa yo tukoa yo tukoa yo tukoa. You're on the right path. Right where you need to be. Hiandaya tukoa yo tukoa yo tukoa yo tukoa. And they're very optimistic for your expansion and your discoveries of your power and the expansion of your awareness to knowing who you are. Hiandaya takaya 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 yatakaya. And once you begin to remember more of who you are, the journey where you had so much resistance before will almost kind of just fade away. And you kind of, like the suffering and the hard work that you went through is almost just like a dream. Hiandaya takaya 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 takaya. For you will be more focused on where you're at now versus on your past. Hiatayo tokoa yo tokoa yo tokoa yo tokoa. Hiandaya takaya 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 takaya. Being effective means being present. Bringing your energy, all parts of yourself, and your awareness to this present moment. Hiatayo toa. 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 Hiatayo shua. Hiatayo shua. Hiatayo shua. Hiatayo shua. Hiatayo shua. Hayatakaya atakaya atakaya. Huataya shiatakaya tokoa yo tokoa yo tokoa yo tokoa yo tokoa. Hiandaya a. Hiandaya a. Hiandaya a. Hiandaya a. Huashia. 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 They're anchoring more of your energy into your body right now. And grounding it. Iatakaya. And they're also calling in more guides. In assisting to give you more opportunities in your physical world as gifts of awareness, the choices that you can make with every situation that comes up that will be presented to you. Hiandaya atakira 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 atakira. And they're just saying you can call upon them. You don't have to know exactly who they are, but you can call upon your team of light to come in and assist you at a greater capacity. And they're very optimistic and just very excited for you now. Hiandaya takaya 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 takaya. Hiandaya taya 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 taya. Hugh. They're honoring the master within. Hiandaya tokoa yotokoa yotokoa yotokoa. You are an equal. Hiataya takaya 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 takaya. Hugh. And they were just wrapping you in love. And they have departed for now. And when you're ready, you can come back into your body and open your eyes when you feel ready. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I just want you to know that I really appreciate your support as we begin to spread the seed of awareness and expansion from one person to the next. So thank you for being here and spreading the light, spreading the energy of sovereignty, self-empowerment, love, expansion, and unity. I hope that this has helped you guys in some way, somehow. And remember to be aware and recognize the different signs, synchronicities, and guidance in your life. I'm excited for you. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Sending you guys all the love in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you.